Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? I have a new book review for you, and that is on Fight Club by Palahniuk. This is my first non-YA book in a long while. I wanted to let you guys know that I did watch the movie adaptation long ago before reading the novel. I don't know if I would have had different feelings for it if I went in fresh, not knowing what it was about. Anyways, let's get started with this review with the synopsis of the book. Fight Club focuses on the narrator. We find out he is suffering from insomnia. He cannot sleep at all. He's having trouble, and to help him go to sleep, he finds that going to support groups, mainly ones dealing with terminal illnesses, venting and bawling your eyes out, really helps him let go and helps him go to sleep. And one day this all gets ruined when this woman, Marla Singer, comes into the support group for men who have testicular cancer. And obviously you would think a woman going into that support group and isn't suffering from what they're experiencing. In her presence there, she's a faker, she's a liar, and that kind of just reflects on the narrator, and he kind of sees himself in this woman, how he's been faking illnesses just to go to sleep. So her being there kind of ruins his mojo. So through events and circumstances, he meets Tyler Durden on a nude beach, and so when the narrator meets Tyler Durden, things pick up from there. Both of them form this fight club, their way of feeling something again. He's just been desensitized by the world and society and kind of lost himself. So he uses Fight Club to kind of release all this frustration and energy. And so the plot takes off from there. Hijinks and craziness ensue. So let's talk about the writing next. I thought it was going to be an easy read, quick read, just over 200 pages, and it was not easy for me at all. Chuck's style is quite original and different in a way that I was really out of my comfort zone, mainly with the narration. It took me a while kind of getting into that. It's not one of those quick light reads you take to the beach and you will ho-hum through. But once you get into it, the writing style is definitely really well written. Surprisingly funny. This is kind of a dark comedy. It's full of satire, a lot pertaining to identity, social status, society, touches based on nihilism, the meaning of life and death. It goes pretty deep into a lot of areas. It takes some work to really digest the plot and what's happening to the narrator and Tyler and Marla and all the characters in the book. So let's talk about the characters in this book. You usually see characters grow and develop and learn things about themselves. The narrator, we see a downward spiral of his life, and he is basically losing control. He starts out very complacent with his life, kind of very comfortable in, living in his condo, having a bunch of stuff, kind of imprisoned by expectations society has given him. Let's talk about Tyler. He is very informative. I think I know how to make homemade bombs and soap, and I just love the juxtaposition between the themes in the book. He is really weird and crazy. It's also very insightful. He makes the book really interesting. Marla Singer, she is really dark, probably as twisted as the narrator. There's a little bit of growth in the book near the end, but mostly it is our narrator kind of spinning out of control like a train wreck you cannot look away from, especially with his boss. I love that part. That was hilarious. So the plot of the book I felt was really random. How can I explain it? I feel like Fight Club, the thought and the themes were very linear. There's this consistent thought about living life, but the scenes and the plot progression to explain these themes felt really random. There were some instances in the book where you don't know where this was going, and the ending is very open-ended. Kind of leaves the reader to interpret what happened in the book and these characters. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give Fight Club a readable rating. It took me a while to get into it. It's not a quick, easy, light read at all. A lot of dark humor, a lot of satire in this book. I love the juxtaposition and the irony. I think I would have to read more of Chuck's work to see if his writing style is something I'm really into. I'm not too sure, but I thought the concept of the book was very clever. The foreshadowing in this book was really great. And the book really isn't about Fight Club at all. It doesn't really focus a lot on the Fight Club, but a lot of the plot and the development goes towards the characters and how he's dealing with the circumstances he's put into. Fight Club, mature content. The book opens up with a gun stuck in our narrator's mouth, so pretty graphic. It's crude as well. Mature language, all of that fun stuff. I hope this review is helpful. Movie review coming up right after this. I will do a book to movie adaptation comparison, and you'll see my thoughts on that. So have a good one, guys, and I will talk to you later.